just visiting Stonehenge here with our guest Michael Tellinger, all the way over from South Africa, and also JJ Ainsworth is with us. And we're just going to have a close look at some of the stones here. We're also going to look at the 3 post holes, which are at least 10,000 years old, and really put some more context on this, of how old this site really is, because Michael's got some ideas that it's much um than so-called 2,500 or 3,000 BC.
This might just be another example of natural erosion or glaciation, glaciers and the younger Dryas, possibly, that formed this, but we'll get a closer look at it. When I was here in 2010, 9 years ago, the first thing that struck me was the extreme erosion on the stones. Now, I work with stones all the time in the ruins of South Africa, for those that know my work, and it just blew my mind to see the extreme erosion on these stones, and that immediately tells me that this is a lot older than people claim it is. Much older. In fact, insanely much older. And I'm going to point out a few things. If you take a look at the erosion on the stones that were supposed to have been carved out and brought here and put into place. Now, either somebody's got something wrong, either the stones were not carved, they were just picked up as existing stones with existing erosion on them, or if they were carved out and brought here, supposedly beautifully squared off, then we have a big problem here with the dating of Stonehenge. Specifically, one of the tall stones, I'm going to take you around the corner here and share that with you. The tall stone that used to stand up there and be coupled to its other twin, one of them has fallen over and broke. And I've asked several experts that tell me that that is the stone that fell over and broke. If that is the case, and that stone fell over and broke, the erosion on that break completely and utterly precludes it from being a few thousand years old. This is going to be way more than 1 million years old. Otherwise, the geology does not match, and we have a big problem here. So come and have a look at this break and the erosion on this big stone that fell over. But that's the tall stone that I'm referring to over there, standing up, and next to it was its twin that stood up next to it, and they were supposed to be connected at the top with the lintel. And the one just further to the standing stone with a little nipple on top there, that has fallen over and broke. Now, if you just come a little bit further, look at the erosion on the break. All right, look at the erosion on the break of that stone. I hope you see what I'm referring to. That's supposed to be the break. I'm sorry, that is not a break that happened a few thousand years ago. That is something that has got extreme erosion on it, on the edges, and that tells us that this is probably a few 100,000 years, possibly millions of years old. So whoever has been telling us this is a few thousand years old is either on drugs or they don't know what they're talking about. There's the evidence. The geology doesn't lie. Our historians will lie to us all the time.